My fellow Decepticons, it is I, Starscreams-a-lot here, coming back at you today with another video, and today we are taking a look at Studio Series 86 Bonecrusher, one of the hot topic items right now, simply because of everybody's concern of if it's good or not. So I suppose I'll be answering that question today with you all. If I sound a bit like stuffy, it's because I am. Got some allergies going on. That's really annoying. But other than that, I've got nothing else to say other than let's get into it. So starting off with the first thing everybody talks about, it's the proportions. Hang on a minute. There we go. A lot of people aren't a fan of his proportions. And I mean, yeah, it's a pretty big issue, I'd say, with his really stubby arms that make him look all sorts of out of whack. But it's really not that bad. Like in person, they look a lot nicer, I'd say, than they do in pictures. But when you like bend his elbows, it's like, eesh, that does not look very good at all. And the ball joints are pretty ugly. I will say that. But other than that, everything else seems to be about right. I mean, he's really wide. We were all expecting that. I don't know. Yeah. I suppose let's just get into the details before anything else. So, starting off, we have the head sculpt. And this is a pretty perfect head sculpt. Like, it is spot on to how he is supposed to look, pretty much. With the really nice red visor, the really cool, like, flat head and such. This cool jaw thing. I don't even know what kind of shape this is. His helmet type of thing. All with some really nice silver and red paint. It's all very, very nice. And for the rest of detail, it's pretty much just in the scoop, I think it's called. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of a fault of the design itself, not really of the figure, but something would have been nice. But you can see we got some nice reds and purples with this nice Decepticon insignia right in the center of there. And it does make his, like, kind of top half look pretty cool. Like, yeah, you get your occasional purples here and there, but it's mostly just green. Which, I mean, yeah, it's a fault of the design, not much of the figure. Looking at the arms, you can see they're really short. They got some nice detail on them. Nice blend of details and such with his purple fists, which do give him some nice color breakup. Though it does help his hands stick out. And looking at the rest of them, it's mostly just some details in his, like, tread legs, I guess. I don't really know what to call those. It's just detail upon detail with some silver paints right there. Not a lot on the detail front. Well, not a lot on the paint front, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this is, like, going to be the biggest issue going into this figure. Was just a lack of paint, I guess. But it does make up for it, in my opinion. Let's talk about the accessory real quick. Yeah. He comes with this little gun, and it's actually a really nice looking gun, in my opinion. It is blast effect compatible, I think. Yeah, it'd probably stretch your blast effects, but it is compatible. And I do say it looks pretty nice with some blast effects on it, but I digress. It's a simple looking black gun, just your standard Transformers fare. And yeah, I suppose we could talk about posability now, eh? The head can rotate all the way around. The full 360. Look up about that far, and can look down about that far. But if you move this out of the way, you can fake a lot more down, so you can look really down. I don't know who would be looking down at, but I don't know. He does have a nice amount of up though, so that's cool. Universal shoulders. I find this arm likes to come undone pretty easily. Like, I'll just be messing with it, moving it around, and oh, look at that. Ooh. Yeah, whatever. Elbow rotation, I guess. And 90 degrees bend at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist. I mean, there is technically a waist swivel, but it's like you'd have to unpeg the thing, and I guess you could kind of fake it, but that doesn't look the best. However, what I can find that you can fake pretty well is an ab crunch. Just kind of bend him to your desire, and just situate the scoop until it is to your liking. And bada bing, bada boom, ab crunch. And I think that's pretty good. It gets the job done pretty well. And it looks pretty good. Like, this is really nice. Just faking an ab crunch. Yeah. Going to the legs, you can kick really far up and really far back. Like, way more than most figures you can do this, which is pretty funny in my opinion. 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and a pretty solid ratcheted pivot, which only has like 3 ratchets in it, so, oh boy. Pretty strong ratchet. It's a bit annoying that there's not more movement in the ankle, but whatever. And due to transformation, you can move his heels and toes down. All in all, he's not the most posable guy ever, but he's a lot better at the posing than I thought he would be. Like with the hips especially, and faking that ab crunch does help it a lot. And also he's got some pretty nice movement at the heads, with averages pretty much everywhere else. And I will say having an ab crunch does kind of make up for the lack of a waist in my opinion. So some quick comparisons. Here we have Earthrise Starscream and G1 Barricade, or not Barricade, Bonecrusher. And yeah, he's about as tall as I always imagined him to be. He's not taller than Starscream, but pretty average sized bot. But I just wanted to say, take a quick comparison as we go along, just of the G1 Bonecrusher in comparison. And yeah, this one just clears any day of the week for me personally. Like, nothing wrong with this design. I think it's a pretty cool toy, but I'd rather him be too chunky rather than too skinny. It's just a personal thing. Being able to move him around freely is a lot nicer than just that whatever pose this is. Like, boy, mate, you talking to me? You talking to me? Ah, you want to go? You want to take this outside? Like, I don't know, I just hear him screaming in Australian for some reason. If that's weird. So, we got everything on the blade for the robot. Time for transformation. So with the transformation, what you're going to want to do, unfold the thing, turn his elbows around, lift them up like so, and there is a tab right here, right there, that slot goes into, just like so. Do the same on the other side, right like that. And you're going to want to lift this piece up, fold it down, fold his head down in, rotate these around, rotate his arms around, and slide them in like so. There is a tab on the arms. This little tab right there that's going to slide in there, like so. And they do tab together, the arms. Then you're going to slide it all together like that. Next, fold the feet down. Put that thing down. Lift this piece up. Then you're going to want to tab all of these into place. This tab on the leg is going to tab right there, and this thing is going to tab in there. It is a bit of a Play-Doh factor at the very end of this transformation, but yeah, then you're going to want to take this tab right here, tab in there, right in there. Just kind of fold it in, squish it in together, make sure he's all connected, and solid. And bada bing, bada boom. Little bulldozer thing. He's a nice looking bulldozer, if I do say so myself. These are a little chunky, you get more detail showing, but really, he does look nice. It's a big green bulldozer. I've always liked this design. I've always thought it's pretty neat. Put his gun up here, like that. Voila. And might I say that this was a pretty fun transformation, at least in my opinion. I did enjoy it going through it. And I like it. You know, I don't really know how else to put it. I thought it's quick, it's easy, and I like doing it a lot. So for a comparison, we're also going to transform the original Bonecrusher. Yeah, I know he's not the original one. He's the Tonka Devastator. What's it called? Figure. So he's a reissue type deal. But it's whatever. It's the same thing. It's the same mold. And there you go. Didn't really feel like going in depth on that one, but yeah, you can see nice little bulldozers between the two of them. And I'm gonna say I like this new Legacy, or not Legacy, 86 version a lot nicer. A lot more, I mean. I do think it looks better. I just think it in general just improves on this G1 figure. But so does everything. I don't really have the Combiner Wars figures for reference, so you're stuck with this. If I did have the Combiner Wars one, I think I would still prefer this. Although I do like the look of the Combiner Wars Bonecrusher. And really quickly, we're gonna go over arm mode. Because I don't really have much else to say about this bulldozer. So what you're going to want to do, untab the legs, fold the arm part down, rotate it, and then just tab it back in again. Just like that. And there you have an arm. It is the most arm an arm has ever been. And it's a pretty solid arm. You can see that it's gonna, I'm gonna lift this up a bit. There we go. You can see it's got all the arm movements, except for a bicep swivel, but I guess that's what this is for. I guess we'll know more about what the arm looks like when I get long haul and hook. Hopefully that'll be soon, whenever they come out. I don't know, it's an arm. That doesn't have anything to connect it to. So, for a comparison, here we go. Wow, what an arm. Yeah. This new one is just better. Like, to all my G1 Devastator fans out there, this new one just is a lot nicer. Like, I feel like this is supposed to be the perfect Bonecrusher arm that it can be, and I think that it does that exceptionally well. I think it is a very nice looking arm. And yeah, that's about it for today. So I suppose we shall now go through my final thoughts. And my final thoughts are, this figure is not as bad as people are hating on it for. I do think he's really solid, like, in terms of just pretty much everything. I feel like he doesn't really do anything bad. He's pretty good at everything he does. With a fun transformation, some decent articulation, pretty alright accessories, and might I say that he has some amazing feeling plastic. This is some of the best plastic I have in my collection, aside from 86 Optimus and stuff. But, like, nobody was beating that, I think. At least, as of now. And I will say that I am now completely on board with this Devastator set, just going off Bonecrusher alone. Which, yeah, I'm saying it. He's not as bad as people are making him out to be. I feel like nobody's really giving him a chance. Or they're being too critical of him. But yeah, that's about it. If you liked the video, please like the video. Subscribe if you're not already. And join my Discord server if you want to. And yeah, that'll be it. See ya.